tropical storm Bailu is passing Taiwan at this time, delivering heavy rainfall to the region and moving on to China. At 8 p.m. Chinese time, this August 24th, it had winds of 60 miles per hour and a pressure of 987 millibars. Looking at the CDPS right now, looking forward, projection for the Chinese landfall. It was a stage 4 when it struck Taiwan, now a stage 2 when it's striking China. Dongshan on August 25th is looking at these conditions, stage 2, significant still from this storm. There's its current position, 23.6 degrees north, 119.7 east. As you can see, it is now perched just on the western side of Taiwan and is now going to be moving on that small area of sea to the coast of China. 7 miles from Penghu County, 104 from Guangzhou, 116 from Xiamen, 141 from Jiangsu and 195 from Longyan inland. So these are the warnings that are currently in effect. A yellow typhoon warning for parts of Fujian and Guangdong provinces. Signal 2 warning for the Batanes Islands. The typhoon warning remaining in effect for the same area as what we said in the last update in southern and central Taiwan, and still a gale advisory for parts of the Japanese islands. Rainfall in the next 7 days looks like this. Up to 250 millimeters of rain could fall over mountainous regions of Taiwan and also over parts of southern China in the next 7 days. That is 10 inches of rainfall, and that, if it falls rather quickly, which it has been doing in Taiwan, could lead to flash flooding. And obviously landslides and serious conditions could arise from all of that rainfall. The wind's of course dying down a little bit now. It didn't get to typhoon status, but still has a lot of warm sea surface temperatures underneath it, 29, maybe even 30 degrees Celsius, which is certainly going to help it blow up more convection and produce more inclement conditions. Here is the wind graphic looking over the next few days there. Not too much more will happen in terms of winds now. It will start to weaken, will definitely start weakening as it makes landfall in China in about 12 to 24 hours, depending on how fast it wants to move. Probably falling somewhere in the middle, around 18 hours from now, which puts us into tomorrow morning. Possibly even in the afternoon, but there it is, moving well inland and nothing coming up behind it, although there is a possibility further south near the Philippines of another tropical cyclone later on. Chances of tropical storm force winds look like this. Needless to say, a lot of southern and western Taiwan near 100%. Now, parts of the Chinese coast still not for certain, 61% at Xiamen, 44 in Guangzhou and 38 inland at Longyan. These are what the models are saying right now. The HWRF wanted a quick, a late surge, but that hasn't happened. It has stayed pretty constant with its intensity. Wind shear is going to skyrocket in the next 12 hours, so that will pretty much close off any chance of further development. Sea surface temperatures will slowly start to decline up until landfall, relative humidity looking decent. Pretty much all the models there calling for a recurvature of some kind as a remnant low, we would expect. HWRF wants it to go all the way to the Korean Peninsula. Here is the satellite imagery, how it's been looking today. The center probably clipped the southern tip of Taiwan there. Most of the convection was displaced to the south though, but there it is moving through the bulk of it now in those latest frames, now over the water again. And further south you can see some banding there too. That's been affecting the Philippines, but that will slowly start to degenerate, we would expect, and China is the next stop for this storm. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com. You can also find our YouTube channel. If you're not there already, you may well be. Good chance of that. Subscribe if you haven't. You can also find our Facebook page, search Force 13 all in text, and our Twitter handle, it's at Force 13 on there. You can also help the project become even better by becoming a patron. You can see more information about all the benefits involved by visiting patreon.com/Force13. With a special thanks to these people for being our most valued patrons this month. You can also check out our growing merch store so you can show Force 13's colors wherever you go. You can also find a link to our Discord server underneath this video in the description.